What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, August 1st, 2022, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone had a fantastic weekend. Star Trek icon Nichelle Nichols, a trailblazing actress who was one of the first black women to play a major role on a TV show, has died in Silver City, New Mexico. She was 89. Gilbert Bell, Nichols' talent manager and business partner of 15 years, confirmed the sad news Sunday. As communications officer, Lieutenant Uhura, on the flagship Star Trek series, Nichols shared one of the first TV interracial kisses with William Shatner's Captain James T. Kirk in 1968. Nichols also voiced the character on Star Trek the Animated Series and in the first 6 Star Trek films. She was the first African-American woman to have her handprints immortalized at the TCL Chinese Theater in 1991. Her other credits include Made in Paris, Mr. Budwing, Doctor, You've Got to Be Kidding, Truck Turner, Anthony and Cleopatra, The Supernaturals, Snow Dogs, Are We There Yet, Heroes, True Love, and The Torturer. She also voiced characters in the cartoons Gargoyles, Spider-Man, and Futurama. She was 89. Pat Carroll, the Emmy-winning veteran comedian and the voice of Ursula the Sea Witch from the Disney animated film The Little Mermaid, has died. She was 95. Her daughter, Carrie Carsian, told The Hollywood Reporter that Carroll had died Saturday of pneumonia at her Cape Cod, Massachusetts home. Actress Tara Carsian, Carroll's other daughter, also confirmed her death on Instagram, and she asked the public to honor their mother by, quote, having a raucous laugh at absolutely anything today and every day forward. The gregarious Carroll had credits in the TV and film that goes back 7 decades and include appearances on iconic game shows and sitcoms such as Password and The Mary Tyler Moore Show. The sketch comedy thespian also gained acclaim on the stage, especially for a performance in a one-woman show she had commissioned about Gertrude Stein. Carroll was 95. Jason Momoa announced on Instagram that Ben Affleck will return as Bruce Wayne Batman on the sequel of Momoa's Aquaman blockbuster. Momoa wrote Thursday, reunited Bruce and author, love you and miss you. Ben W.B. Studio Tours just explored the back lot, alright. Busted on set, all great things coming, Aquaman 2, all my, aloha J. The post included 2 photos of Momoa and Affleck. It featured a brief video of Momoa greeting tourists on the Warner Brothers studio back lot just as he was coming out of a trailer that had the sign on the door that said BA. Momoa laughed as the tourists snapped pictures of him. Well, it's not a fucking secret anymore, is it? Sorry, children. That's what happens when Warner Bros. When you walk out of your set and there are fans. Well, we try to keep it a secret. He opened the trailer door and Affleck was sitting inside talking on the phone. Momoa said, sorry, bro. Deadline.com said it is unclear how large a role Batman will play in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which is set for a theatrical release on March 17th. Warner Bros. Has now publicly commented on the news. Affleck was seen as Batman alongside Momoa's Aquaman in last year's Zack Snyder's cut of the 2017's Justice League. They both appeared in 2016's Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Affleck also played Batman in 2016's Suicide Squad and is expected to reprise the role for next year's The Flash. Earlier this year, Robert Pattinson played the character in The Batman. Momoa's Instagram post came days after he was involved in a California car accident. He hit a motorcyclist who was crossed into the lane of Momoa's 1970 Oldsmobile. Momoa was unharmed and the biker was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Affleck also made headlines recently. He married actress and singer Jennifer Lopez in Las Vegas. Drago, a spin-off of the Rocky and Creed film franchise, is in the works at MGM. Sex and Sushi and Crave's scribe, Robert Lawton, is writing the screenplay for the origin story of Russian boxer Ivan Drago, played by Dolph Lundgren, the rival of the titular hero, played by Sylvester Stallone in the 1985 movie Rocky IV. Drago's son, Victor Drago, played by Florian Munteau, boxed Adonis Creed, played by Michael B. Jordan, the son of Rocky's late best friend Apollo in 2018's Creed II. No plot details about the new project has been disclosed to the public. Lon said in a statement Thursday, "I'm incredibly humbled and grateful for this opportunity, and I'm approaching it as an enormous fan of the Rocky franchise, who happens to be a screenwriter. Jordan will once again play Adonis in Creed 3, due in theaters 2023. Earlier this month, Stallone attacked producer Irwin Winkler on Instagram for not giving up or sharing with him the rights to the eight-picture franchise Stallone created and starred in starting in 1976. Stallone posted a drawing of Winkler's head on the body of a snake, along in its message a very flattering portrait of the great Rocky Creek producer Irwin Winkler from one of the country's greatest artists. Also, after Irwin controlled Rocky for over 47 years and now Creed, I really would like to at least have a little what's left of my rights back before I pass it on to our only children. I believe that it would be a fair gesture from this 93-year-old gentleman. This is a painful subject that eats at my soul because I want to leave something of Rocky for my children, but it's always great hearing from the loyal fans. Keep punching." Stallone was paid approximately $75,000 plus 10 net points of the box office take for writing the screenplay for and acting in the first film, which turned out to be an Oscar-nominated blockbuster. Stallone was paid millions more for the subsequent films, but Winkler retained the rights to the franchise. Westworld regular Danny Wu said he auditioned for the show in its first season for the role of Bernard. Jeffrey Wright won that role, but the show welcomed Wu as a rebel leader, Jay, in season 4. Looking back, Wu said he realized he messed up his audition. Attempting to give a unique reading of Bernard, Wu had unintentionally anticipated one of the show's biggest twists. Wu recently told a UPI in a Zoom interview, "My take was that he's a human, but he works so closely with the host that he acts like a host himself. Little did I know after watching the season, he is a host. That got revealed, so you can't foreshadow that." Working with Wright in season 4, Wu found out that Wright didn't know Bernard's robotic secret when he was cast either. Wu said, "I didn't find out until after the pilot episode. He knew early on then." The HBO adaptation of the Michael Crichton film has evolved beyond the Western theme park and robot cowboys and gunslingers. The robot hosts escaped the park at the end of season 2. Wu previously worked with Westworld co-creator Lisa Joy in her film Reminiscence. Independently of his Westworld audition, Joy contacted Wu to offer him a role in the film. Wu has worked in the Hong Kong martial arts movies since the late 90s. He recently starred in the AMC Martial series Into the Badlands and the American films Geostorm and Tomb Raider. Jinkx Monsoon has been crowned the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 7. Monsoon was declared Queen of all queens and awarded a cash prize of $200,000 in the Paramount Plus reality competition series. Host and executive producer RuPaul said in a statement on Friday, "After watching this season's RuPaul Drag Race All-Star 7, the winner is the viewers. To all of the winning queens that came back to slay, thank you for giving us the best drag show that the world has ever seen. Jada Essence Hall, Jinkx Monsoon, Monet X Change, Raja, Sheikh Kudli, the Vivienne, the Trinity, the Tuck, and Yvie Oddly, your names will be forever synonymous with grace and excellence. Your contribution to queer people everywhere can never be fully repaid, but I hope you feel the love that flows from our hearts to yours. I am proud to know each of you and beyond grateful that the future of drag rests in your capable and fiercely manicured hands." J-Hope of the South Korean boy band BTS made history Sunday night when he rocked out from one of the main stages of Lollapalooza. The K-pop star, whose real name is Jungkook Sho, performed more than a dozen songs to close out the iconic Summer Music Festival, which was held Thursday to Sunday at Chicago's Grant Park. In doing so, J-Hope became the first South Korean artist to headline a major U.S. music festival, Lollapalooza said. Dressed in a grudge-style black t-shirt and black pants, the 28-year-old performed a melody of 18 BTS tracks and those from his solo records from the Bud Light Seltzer stage, including Baseline and Pandora's Box, according to the setlist.fm. As the set neared its end, J-Hope lit up the stage with a remix of the septuplets English-language song Dynamite and his own Chicken Noodle Soup, for which he was joined by Becky G. This year's Lollapalooza, which was streamed live on Hulu, included another moment that will go down in music history when Tomorrow became the first K-pop group to perform at the festival by taking to the Solana Times Perry stage at night earlier. In June, when it was announced that both J-Hope and Tomorrow Times Tomorrow were going to perform at the festival, its founder Perry Farrell welcomed them to the Lollapalooza family. He says they are the superstars of the global phenomenon of K-pop, and we are so excited to have them at this year's festival. J-Hope separately said that the performance would be, quote, thrilling new challenges that I think will become a really memorable chapter in my music history. He said on Instagram, I got to give you guys a great show. Get ready to go crazy. The performance came after BTS announced in June that its members were taking a temporary break to focus on solo careers. The Wilds won't return for a third season at Prime Video. Deadline reported Thursday that Amazon canceled the survival drama series after 2 seasons. The news comes nearly 3 months after the release of season 2. Sources said the cast and crew were just informed of the decision. The Wilds was created by Sarah Streicher and executive produced by late producer Jaime Terres. The series follows a group of teenage girls who are stranded on a deserted island after a plane crash and come to discover they are the subjects of a social experiment. Sophia Ali, Shannon Barry, Gina Claus, Rain Edwards, Mia Headley, Helena Howard, Erna James, and Sarah Pigeon star. Season 2 introduced a group of teenage boys played by Charles Alexander, Zach Calderon, Nicholas Combe, Alex Fizlan, Miles Gutierrez Riley, Aiden Laprade, Tanner Ray Rook, and Reed Shannon, stranded under similar situations. The Wilds was the first young adult series to premiere on Prime Video. The streaming service has since released The Summer I Turned Pretty, The Boys Present Diabolical, and Invisible. TV Line and Variety confirmed the cancellation. HBO and Hulu have announced that they will share the co-exclusive streaming rights to the ABC Workplace comedy series Abbott Elementary. The Warner Bros. Television 20th Century collaboration was created and stars current Emmy nominee Quintia Brunson. The full 13-episode first season is streaming on Hulu now. It is set to premiere August 20th on HBO Max. Season 2 is slated to begin on ABC September 21st. The network describes the show as following a group of dedicated, passionate teachers and a slightly tone-deaf principal who are brought together in a Philadelphia public school where, despite the odds stacked against them, they are determined to help their students succeed in life. The cast includes Tyler James Williams, Janelle James, Lisa Ann Walter, Chris Perfetti, William Stanford Davis, and Shirley Ralph. Singer Amy Grant is out of the hospital following a bike riding mishap earlier this week. Grant's Instagram post said Friday Amy Grant was in an accident after hitting a pothole while riding her bike with a friend. Note she was wearing a helmet. Following a brief hospitalization where she was treated for her injuries, doctors have ordered additional recovery time at her home for Amy, where she is now resting comfortably. Due to the doctor's orders, she has had to postpone her upcoming August concerts in Knoxville, Chattanooga, Johnson City, and Wilmington. The concerts have been rescheduled for April and June 2023. All tickets will be honored at the new performance dates. There are no other changes to her touring schedule at this time. Go to Amy's website for the latest concert schedule and details. The incident comes more than 2 years after Grant, who is now 61, underwent open heart surgery to correct pulmonary venomous return, a rare heart condition she had since birth. Grant most recently released the single Say It With a Kiss, 2018. She will be featured at this year's Kennedy Center Honors in Washington, D.C. on December 4th. Actress and singer Hailee Steinfeld dropped a new single on Friday featuring rapper and songwriter Anderson Paak. The music video for the song titled Coast debuted on Steinfeld's YouTube page. A link to download the song was also posted on the actress's Twitter account. Steinfeld first announced the song in a social media post on July 20th, describing it as the start of a new chapter. She says, if you've been with me for a while, you will know that it's been a long time coming. If you're new here, I'm about to release my first song in over a year. This marks Steinfeld's first music release in 2 years. In the lead up to Coast dropping, the Tarzana, California native spoke with Rolling Stone about her personal inspirations for the song. She told the outlet, "This song is deeply personal to me and was influenced by my California roots and the music I grew up listening to with my family." She also described her collaborations with Anderson Paak in details. A California-based rapper, Anderson Paak is best known for his work with Bruno Mars. The duo, known as Silk Sonic, would win the Grammy Award for their single "Leave the Door Open." Steinfeld said she was lucky to call Anderson Paak friend and know that he's featured heavily on Coast. She said of the rapper, "He was the only artist I envisioned collaborating with on this track. Knowing he loved the song enough to lend his genius to it is absolutely surreal, and I'm forever grateful to have his support." She also hinted at more collaborations with Anderson Paak, saying this is only the beginning. While known today for her music, Steinfeld first gained notoriety for her acting. Her Hollywood breakthrough came in 2010 when Steinfeld, who was 14, starred alongside Jeff Bridges in the remake of True Grit. Sam Hunt has canceled an upcoming music festival performance in Canada. The 37-year-old country music singer said Thursday he would no longer perform at Boots and Hearts Music Festival in Ontario, Canada, due to government restrictions. Hunt said, "Unfortunately, due to ongoing government restrictions, Sam Hunt will not be able to perform at Boots and Hearts Music Festival on August 5th. We were hopeful these restrictions would be lifted as the date got closer, but it's not apparent that it won't. Boots and Hearts Music Festival has secured a great replacement, and we all hope we can continue to have a great weekend at Burles Creek." Boots and Hearts Music Festival said Thursday that Jake Owen will replace Hunt on the August 5th headline. The post reads, "Hey y'all, at Sam Hunt Music can no longer perform at #Boots 2022, but we're thrilled to announce that at Jake Owen is joining the party next Friday, August 5th. Hunt released his second studio album, Southside, in April 2020. The singer is known for the singles "Leave the Night On," "Take Your Time," "Body Like a Back Road," and "Water Under the Bridge." Joseph Quinn, who played hero Eddie Munson in Season 4's Netflix's Stranger Things, met the heavy metal band Metallica this week. Munson famously played the group's classic Master of Puppet during a pivotal scene on the 1980s set sci-fi show. Inclusion on the series earlier this month introduced a decades-old song to a new generation of tweens and teens and propelled the single back on the record charts. Metallica celebrated on Instagram the resurgence of the song's popularity. The band's Facebook page said on July 5th, "The way the Duffer Brothers have incorporated music into Stranger Things has always been next level. So we were beyond psyched for them to not only include Masters of Puppets in the show, but to have such a pivotal scene built around it. We were all stoked to see the final results, and when we did, we were totally blown away. It's extremely well done, so much so that some folks were able to guess the song just by seeing a few seconds of Joseph Quinn's hands in the trailer. How crazy cool is that? It's an incredible honor to be a big part of Eddie's journey and to once again be keeping company with all of the other amazing artists featured on the show." Quinn met the musicians this week at the rehearsal for their headlining gig at Lollapalooza's music festival. The actor jammed with the band during rehearsal, and the musicians presented him with the BC Rich guitar like the one Eddie played on the show. Quinn told Tudum, the streaming service website, on Friday, "It was amazing opportunities to play Masters of Puppet with the most iconic metal band of all time. Doesn't come around very often." Rapper Bad Bunny's Spanish-language Un Verano Sin Ti is the #1 album in the United States for a fourth consecutive week. Coming in #2 on the Billboard 200 charts dated Saturday is Lizzo's Special, followed by Harry Styles' Harry's House at #3, Morgan Wallen's Dangerous, the double album, #4, and Drake's Honestly Nevermind at #5. Rounding up the top tier are features I Never Liked You #6, Steve Lacy's Gemini Rights at #7, Itzy's Checkmate mini album #8, Brent Faiyaz Wasteland at #9, and Lil Durk's 7220 at #10. And finally, the animated Dwayne Johnson Kevin Hart comedy DC League of Super Pets is the #1 movie in North America, earning $23 million in receipts this weekend in its debut. BoxOfficeMojo.com announced on Sunday. Coming #2 is Nope with $18.5 million, followed by Thor: Love and Thunder #3 with $13.1 million, Minions: The Rise of Gru at #4 with $10 million, and Top Gun Maverick at #5 with $8.2 million. Rounding up the top tier are Where the Crawdads Sing At number 6 with $8.2 million. Elvis at number 7 with $5.8 million. Black Phone at number 8 with $2.5 million. Jurassic World Dominion at number 9 with $2.1 million. And Vengeance at number 10 with $1.8 million. This weekend's top 10 movies racked up about $93.3 million, compared with last weekend's box office take of about $124 million, when Nope was at the top of the heap with $44 million. And as the Entertainment Report for Monday, August 1st, 2022, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.